be okay. We're going to get through this together. I drove all the way up here just to be with you. Girl, you are looking rough.
I've just been locked in that house with that man for 3 days.
No, girl, when you start smoking, you know Mama don't like cigarettes.
I know. I'm not actually smoking. I'm just holding it in case I need to.
Oh, okay.
I got some extras here. Got one in. Oh, there it is.
Girl,
right down in
okay. No telling what you're
I
hiding
stole
down
it
there.
from the neighbors. They don't even know I have it. But I'm happy you're here with me. I really am. I'm very grateful.
I'm so
your
glad.
hair. I don't know what you did to it, but it looks so
Doesn't
good.
it? I needed a change in my life. So I am starting with all the hair. I'm just doing
you've done
all my
some
hair.
major work to it, huh?
I did, yes.
Yeah.
You think the color fits me?
The color fits you. Yes. You might need to pluck those right in here.
We're
The
working
little
on
mustache ones, but other. There's a little one in here. No, right there, but we'll take care of it later.
Yeah, girl.
Yeah. No, You can go there with me because I know.
Oh, sister.
Oh, I'm having a hard time with this.
Girl, just have a little bit more wine.
Oh,
Yeah, I know it's that good stuff.
Oh, I'm so glad you. What are you doing?
Come here, baby.
What
Come
are you
here. Sister. I brought.
You brought.
Oops.
Your beaver.
I did.
Oh, your beaver is so cute.
Oh, girl, my beaver has been the best thing ever for me.
Flappy. That's right. You named it Flappy. Now, what was the story? Why'd you name your beaver Flappy?
We were driving down the road in our pickup, and we heard a thump and everything. And I told my man, we got to get out and check and see what that is. It might be a flat tire. So we walked around the truck, and oh my word, I started hearing this little chirp.
Oh, beavers chirp.
Yes, they do. They chirp. And I said, honey, you got to get whatever that is. I think it's in between the tire and the mud flap. And I said, get that. Get it. Whatever it is. I can't handle something crying like that.
I know.
I just can't. I'm a very
poor little beaver crying.
tender-hearted woman.
Yes.
So he pulled out little Flappy.
Aww.
And
was it all muddy and caked up?
Oh, girl, it was, and he stunk so bad. Oh my word, it was just so bad.
I bet
he was
had
so
to scrub
raggedy.
it.
We did. We had to scrub him, but he was hit pretty good, and he lasted about 3 days. But he lasted about 3 days, and then he passed. And I just couldn't live without him.
Is it a she or a he? You keep saying he and she, and I don't know. Is it bi? Is it bi or something? Is there something going on in the animal world? I don't know. It's okay. I'm crying. You look choked up. Oh, your beaver. It's okay.
It's allergies.
You want a puff? You might need a puff. I don't have a napkin, girl. I'm giving you my shirt.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Aww.
It's just so sensitive. I have to talk about it.
Aww.
Oh, no, it's a little girl.
It is.
Yeah, Flappy.
Flappy? Well,
Flappy. And
cute.
yeah, she's been with me now, 20 years.
20 years?
Yeah, 20
That's
years.
a long time to keep a beaver.
It is.
Has she always looked this nice?
No, girl. No,
Yeah.
I did not know how to take care of her. When I first got her, I didn't know how to take care of her. She was hurt. She was muddy. She was bushed out. And I just
Tiny?
didn't know. Yeah. She was tiny. And she just
Oh, well, it looks like you did a good job.
Oh,
well, at least
did.
she kept her teeth.
Yes.
She got her teeth in.
Well,
That's good, because beavers bite hard.
They do.
Look out, man.
Well,
they'll bite you good.
They do. And they're vegetarians. They like the leaves.
But
and
I think
everything.
they'll gnaw on meat if they need to.
Well, no, they like wood.
I don't know. Well, wood too, yeah. Did you ever need it? Did you have to feed it wood?
Oh, yes.
Well, how'd you get it wood? Because it got ran over. Well, in that 3 weeks that you did you chew up the wood for it?
No. T. Louise, please.
Oh, I forgot my curlers were in my hair. Oh, girl, you didn't tell me.
Well, sister, I got to shine. You do.
Well, I tell you what, you bringing Flappy to me just makes me think of something. I have a book I found, and it just brings me out of the pits of hell, if you think about it, because it just gives me comfort.
Yes.
Lets me know I'm not alone, and there's anything like your beaver, it needs to be taken care of and loved.
Yes.
Love that beaver, girl. Love the beaver.
Yes. Would you like to kiss my beaver? Oh, Flappy. Your auntie, T. Louise, love you.
That beaver still has an odor to it.
Oh, no, girl. I use no
Girl,
oil on
something's
him.
up with that beaver. I smell something.
Not it. No. I take very good care of my beaver.
Oh, this is what I found. This is what I was going to tell you. Flappy reminds me of this book I found. It's called Brenda's Beaver Needs a Barber. You're not the only one that loves beavers. I bet there's a whole group of women that love beavers, huh?
Oh, my.
So this is Brenda's Beaver Needs a Barber, and I want to replace the name with Sister, because it is you and your beaver, man.
My beaver.
This is Sister has a beaver, and she's ready to confess. As soft and sweet as it may be, her beaver is a mess. Sister's beaver's big. Sister's beaver's hairy. Every guy who has seen it says that Sister's beaver's scary. Sister took her beaver for a swim down by the lake. By the looks that she received, she figured that was a big mistake. Sister stuffed that furry mound into a swimming suit.
I made it.
It stuck out all around. It was anything but cute. Some who saw it laughed. Others were just stunned. Sister's beaver was hanging out, soaking up the sun.
Oh, love to soak the sun.
That reminds me of a Nellner's beaver when it fell out of your swimming suit when she tried it on that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had to go get some weed meat on.
Yeah.
Sister's friend could not believe her. They said, we need to talk.
They did.
They covered up her beaver and they took her for a walk. Sister, dear, listen here. We want to help you out. Your beaver needs a makeover. It really needs it now. Deborah pulled her beaver back to show off what she had done. Hers has a nice landing patch. It looks like so much fun. Mary's beaver is quite rare. It could be worth $1 million. Hers is bare. It has no hair. Her beaver is a Brazilian. Sheila let her beaver loose. She said, there's nothing to it. Grab some clippers and a can of mousse. We'll show you how to do it. Shelley produced some scissors, and Deborah had some wax. Now all that Sister had to do was sit back and relax. Oh, I just can't imagine. As they came towards her beaver, they said, now don't be scared. We're going to see what's underneath that fruffy, stinking pile of hair. It ended in just a moment. They didn't leave her much. When Sister's friends were finished, she and her beaver blushed.
It was so cute.
Her beaver was so tiny. They could not believe their eyes. It was smooth and it was shiny. It was hard to recognize.
Didn't know he was this tiny.
Now Sister is so proud. It seems like every time we see her, she's in the center of a crowd showing off her beaver.
Oh, good. It made a difference.
Such a cute story. I just love the fact that other women embrace their beaver like you embrace Flappy.
Yes.
Well, tell us a little bit about your beaver here. How do you
Well,
take
girl,
care of it? Doesn't it?
I didn't know a lot about how to take care of a baby beaver. And once I learned that you can pet them, you can scratch their little ears, you can oil them down. Oh, they just love that.
I heard of people piercing them. Would you ever pierce your beaver?
No, I couldn't do that. I'm
It seems
scared
like
of
it would
pain.
hurt.
It
Yeah.
would. Yeah. Now, I did try to put some of them little bows, you could put these babies and they got a little clip on it. But I went too far on his little flap on his ear. Oh, and he whined. And I just couldn't do it anymore. No. So now all I do is I just rub him. I scratch his little ears. I get me some virgin olive oil and oil, and I just shine him.
Is there a difference between the virgin?
Him. I believe so.
Oh,
I kind of
okay.
mix them together. It's good. And plus, it's good for your hands and your feet. So I massage it. All that
Well,
good
he's a
stuff.
cute little beaver.
Well,
I just feel like this has been a great talk, y'all. Sister brought Flappy, her beaver, to come see us here at Honey Please with T. Louise. And it just made my day. I didn't know there was a whole world out there of women that embrace their beaver like that.
Yes.
That is
Dress
so
up.
interesting.
Do
Dress
the
them up, do
nails.
the nails,
Yeah.
put foo-foo on them.
Oh, girl, yes. And powder. Oh, yes. Yeah.
I could see them choking on the powder.
Mine don't do that.
Oh, well, yeah.
Mine's
Well, you're stuffed. Yeah. Well, thank you for bringing them. It makes me feel so much better. I feel like I can go in now after 3 days and take a bath. I feel so much better. Thank you, sister. I love you and your beaver. Thank you, everybody, for coming and join us again for another episode of Honey Please with T. Louise. Now, look, one more thing before we go. I want to say this. We are in quarantine. This is very serious. So if you have a dog, a cat, a goat, a sheep, a beaver, you take care of it. You pamper it. Right, sister?
Yes.
You pamper it. You powder it. You... I'll know it. You spank it if it needs spanking. You fluff it. What did they do to that beaver? Trim it if you need to trim it. Yeah. You just take care of whatever animal you have here in this quarantine time, because some people might be hungry. Yeah, scratch it. But anyhow, thank you for coming, and sister, thank you for joining us here at Honey Please with T. Louise.
I love you.
I love you too. And your beaver.
Bye.